What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Sorry for the delay. To be very honest with you, I actually was just on the phone with Darkest Night, and our conversation ran a little bit longer than I was expecting. But you know what? Here's where I'm at with Land. I just got to say it. I'm agreeing with Darkest Night now. Land 2024, just like Soul Keep, I'm checking out. And yeah, I mean, I want this stuff. Don't get me wrong, and I'm still super pumped for it. But I just can't. It's just so hard. The day to day, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? So Darkest Nights has convinced me now to check out and just say Land 2024. And if it comes earlier, then we can be happy. But I think for my mental state, I'm just gonna say, you know what? We gotta get back to a place where we can just focus on the stuff that's like here and now, and not worry about now worry about what's coming down the line and when it might happen. So that's I sorry, this is the weirdest way for me to start the stream, but that's where my head's at, literally just getting off the phone with him. So what's going on, Dice 12? Good to see you here. Kazrak, what's happening? Wibble wee. Dice says how literally was in the process of writing to hang up on Darkest Night. Well, you would have been right. Let's see. Good morning, Gathering the Magic. Big Splinterforge update today. Very nice. Very nice. I was getting pinged, or I saw the pings on there, but I have not checked it out. So I'm happy for you, though. Maybe that'll be the thing that gets me to check it out. Check that BTC spike. That should cheer you up. Wait, really? What? Say what? I saw the DEC dump, which is just I don't know what that's. Oh shoot! This literally just happened. We were just at 26. Okay. Yes. Give me them green candles. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you, Kazrak. I appreciate that. I would not have checked that. I checked Bitcoin, I don't know, maybe an hour or so ago. But yeah, I'm happier now seeing Bitcoin doing its thing. Maybe this is the start of the run. Maybe. No, you know what this is? This is the fake out. All right. So you know me, I don't make price predictions, but I think that this is the fake out. I think people are thinking that we're going to buck the trend in September, but we're going to have a little bit of a run up now, and then we nuke below 25K for September. And then Q4 is where things start to get interesting. Q4 of this year and Q1 of next year. I'm not talking about gaming. I'm talking about specifically Bitcoin. Because I do believe there's probably going to be a lot of front running of the Bitcoin halving in anticipation of the halving, even though traditionally we've really only seen the runs happen after the supply shock is felt. But you never know. People get greedy early. There's no time limit on that. All right, 2024. How am I supposed to not spend my DEC for another 4 months? Well, you can spend it on Rebellion packs. I mean, not Rebellion. Riftwatcher packs. Those are getting burned by the dozens. 12, I think it's 13,500 officially that's burned per day, and then another 1,500 is put into the DAO. Speaking of which, let's go and check. We're over 10% now. I believe we are at, is it 12% or 11%? Let's see. Yep, 11%. So 9.5 of that is burned. The other part is just sitting in the DAO. I don't know what we're going to choose to do with that in the DAO, but still, we're almost at the point where 10% is fully burned. So there is that. Depending on how big of a pack set Rebellion is, I really think Riftwatchers is going to be one of the best. How do we say this so it sounds like game advice and not financial advice? I think that it's going to be one of the best, performing dominant sets of the new modern that is coming. So if you believe that the team is going to get out Rebellion by the end of the year, then we're less than 4 months away from Untamed being rotated out, from there being an overabundance of Chaos Legion packs, but very, very few Riftwatcher packs in circulation. But here's the thing. I mean, we have players here now, but nobody's really buying Riftwatcher packs. I don't know if there's no appetite for it, or people are just happy with what they have. Let's see. So if I okay, so see, yeah, last time I refreshed this, we were only at 26K. So we're up to 27K now. We're seeing 2.5% up on SPS. Very nice. Damn, should have bought some DEC this morning. All right. Tilly Tots, haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Forget When Land, When Rebellion, it's needed more than Land, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know that Rebellion is necessarily needed, but we need something. We need something to shake up the game. So you look over the summer and there were 3 major updates. I don't know. Let me know if I'm not counting right. But I look at the Great Burning, the SPS staking, and the what's that called? No bot or human only modern, right? And I don't want to be dismissive of those. Those were actually, decently massive. It's just everything. It's just those are things that we didn't know we were gonna get, and we were just surprised with it. All the stuff that we wanted just didn't make it, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know. At this point, I just feel like we need, like, I really think back fondly to Q1 of this year, where we were just getting cool little game updates every week. There was new airdrops coming through because of the Chaos Legion pack burn that went all the way from, December to March. So there was always something like exciting happening. And I just feel like we haven't had anything exciting happen. If anything, it's just the community salt that just grows every week when we hear soon. So like, this is what I mean when I'm saying, like, checked out. I'm just like I don't even care about Land anymore. And I don't even know that Rebellion is necessarily what we need, Tilly Tots. But I just want updates like every other week. It'd be cool. Like, throw in a new rule set, throw in a new, I don't know, something. Even actually, rule sets would just be easy, right? Because then we get to talk about them. We get to figure out how they change the meta all around. Certain cards get a little bit more of a boost. Maybe other cards get a nerf. So yeah, I'm missing that. I'm missing that from Q1. We haven't really gotten that. Q2 and now Q3 have essentially just been a slog of like this major updates only. And yeah, I miss Q1. Q1 was like the last time that it was like really like fun and exciting on a weekly basis. Now, granted, I do believe once Land is out, we'll be able to get back to that, but Land 2024. Land will officially be launched on the back half of October. Yeah, and I know Tails, whether you love him or hate him, I love him. I think he's great. We were chatting just through Discord last night and this morning, and we were looking at a lot of the stuff that Cryptomancer was talking about, and then weighing in also what they talked about in the town hall. And I don't like, some of that stuff doesn't seem like it's like small bugs. Like, there were a couple things that seem actually still relatively large. So I know in the 5 biggest takeaways, I think I said what, September 12th or 19th is kind of what I was thinking. But I don't know. At this point, Darkest Night saying 2024. A lot of people are saying October. I think Tail said October as well. So I think I'm finally getting to the point where I realize I'm being too optimistic and literally just going week to week. Dragon, what's going on? Why Rebellion? We have card packs for sale. Surprised Aggie said Rebellion by the end of the year. So much for 3 months of no packs. Gather the Magic, I don't think you understand the 3 months of no packs, because I think I saw your comment about this too. Sorry, I didn't have a chance to respond there. But we've had like 3 months of no packs means 3 months of no packs in the store. So yes, I suppose you can count Rift Watchers, but that's not what the team was getting at. They were only counting Chaos Legion, because Rift Watchers isn't for them. Now, you can make the argument that we should have started the Rift Watcher burn much earlier. I actually think that, looking back, we probably should have started it over the summer. Like, as soon as Chaos Legion was done, we should have like considered burning Rift Watcher packs. But now, that started essentially 4 or 5 months later than maybe it should have. And we're gonna have Rift Watcher packs through the end of the year, because I don't believe we're going to see a massive spike in Riftwatcher sales. There's going to be no major like promotion or stuff. Like there was one that was put forward in a proposal, but that was, you know, quickly voted down even in the pre-proposal stage. So let's see here. If I do my math, we got 3 million minus 1,364,264. Divide this by 15,000. So 109 days. That's almost 4 months. It's like four and a half months. So yeah, December. We're gonna have Riftwatcher packs all the way through to December, because I think we make it probably to that final burn. And the reason I say this is not because I'm hating on Riftwatcher packs, but look at how many Chaos Legion packs are here. So I just, if people need cards for land, they're not going to buy Riftwatchers because it's grossly overpriced compared to Chaos Legion. They're going to go in and they're going to eat up all the Chaos Legion cards for land if we do end up even getting that high of a land utilization. But Riftwatchers, on the other hand, these are going to be the cards people want to play with. So they're only going to buy it if they need it. And maybe, you know, as we go further along, we'll see a couple more sales here and there. But even with the announcement yesterday, like we saw maybe what, a couple hundred, maybe just 200 packs sold after the stats. So all right, so hey all, I hope everyone is well. Good to see you here, Dragon. What's your greed level? It's low, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to wait and see what happens after land. I think there's a lot of anxiety around land right now. Wow, BTC pumped huge. Oh, well, thanks. I like the music too. I saved the other one for whenever Darkest Night's on, since he really likes that one. I'm just buying specific Riftwatcher cards versus packs at this point. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you start doing that and we all start doing that, then, you know, those cards will start to rise in value, and we'll start to see the Riftwatcher pack value rise, and you'll get more people that want to buy, whether it's on the main or the secondary, and start opening them up. Untamed Out of Modern, new cards, new combos, makes the game feel fresh. Just hope they don't do the usual stuff. As here's a new life summoner, it gives your monsters armor. Yeah, you know, somebody mentioned, like, I actually think it'd be great if they gave us new reward cards like every 3 months. In fact, hold on, can we just run like a little experiment here? Or not experiment, but just look at the data. Now, keep in mind, I have not gotten all of the Soulbound reward cards, which is still super annoying to me. There's a couple legendaries that I still have not gotten. See, how many total are there? 42. So check this. What if they had only released 10 cards every 3 months instead of 42 over the entire year? I'm genuinely asking if you think that would be better or worse. Again, it's different, so it has an appeal for me, but I'm wondering if after 3 months we'd all get like, you know, sorry, not after 3 months, but after 2 months we'd all be like tired and waiting for the next one. But the good thing is that, like, you know when the next one's coming out, right? Like the new set launches in October, and then, you know, you just trying to grind through, level up as many cards as you can, and it'll be faster to level up these cards too. That's the important part. So it's faster to level up the cards. And then by the time you hit to 2.5 months, maybe some of the you know, champion level players are already maxed out. And then we look ahead and we're just like, oh, can't wait until January, right? Can't wait until the next quarter, because we're gonna get a teaser and some new cards. You keep the print run small, I don't know. I'd like to try it. I think it's worth considering. What's going on, Discussing Splinterlands? Happy Green Candle Day to you too. What's going on, Walking Keys? Always good to see you around. Enjoyed your stream last night. Hello, yeah, Shipwreck looks awesome. Agreed. Morning, big dog. What's going on? Finally got my Kulu. Congratulations. Let's see. I think I'm still missing the Dragon Legendary. Yeah, is there another one? Hold on. Soulbound. Yeah, so I have not gotten any BCX of the Dragon Legendary. I think that's the only card I'm missing at this point. Dude, the Dragon Splinter just hates me. Because it took me forever to get the Summoner. But now I'm in a better spot. All right, let's see. I want a promo card that is purchasable only with vouchers. It would kill the voucher pool, bring them up to normal prices. Well, you know, if you want that's only purchasable with vouchers, that has to be something that the DAO votes for. It'll have to be like a ruse type situation. And I think like I don't even know how many vouchers we have out there anymore. I've like the data integrity on that is just so messy that I have no idea where we're at. But I would love to see something that burns like 10 million vouchers. That would be fantastic. All right, so voucher sounds good. My Dragon Legendary is max. Good for you, big dog. Do you normally stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays? Mostly. I mean, there's definitely been some times that I on vacation or traveling or something comes up and I'm not able to, but I've been trying to keep this schedule. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep the schedule going. We'll see. Like, for example, this weekend is another weekend where I will not be able to stream on Sunday, which sucks because I really enjoy those Sunday morning streams. But at least this week I'll be able to do Tuesday and Thursday, I believe. Jobby Saints, what's going on? Good to see you here. So part of the conversation I was having with Darkest Night is I'm losing too many games now. And I know that's like a direct reflection of my skill in the game, but it just kind of sucks. Honestly, it just kind of sucks. Like I think this morning I had like 10 energy, so I went in. I think I won 2 out of the 10 games, and part of that is like, sure, okay, there's a frustration because I know I'm probably going up against a lot of battle helpers. The other part of it is like, okay, I know that I suck too, right? I'm not the best player at the game, but I'm like strongly considering once. See, and this is where I'm struggling with the Soulbound reward cards, but I'm strongly considering like renting out my deck and then either not playing for a bit or renting out like certain silver level cards, for example. That way I'm able to play with my Soulbound reward cards, the Soulbound summoners, and then just, essentially pocket the difference of whatever I'm renting. But, I have a couple of these cards max, like, getting Dr. Blight 12 cents a day isn't bad. Lux Vega, 8 cents. Oshur, 27. Yeah, I mean, like, it wouldn't be terrible. I'd be able to make like 50 cents a day, which again would allow me to play at like the lower leagues, so I'm not getting my ass kicked in Diamond. But tell me, is the meta that much harder in Silver? Oh, I have a max Possibilis too, and a max Bakjira. And then what I'd probably do is I'd pocket whatever difference I pocketed. I'd probably go start buying some Riftwatcher cards, get myself to a better spot. I really think Riftwatchers is going to be super. valuable. And when I say valuable, I'm not talking only like financial. I'm just saying like valuable in the game in the future. All right, let me see. State of Survival. Did Luthien stop playing too? I haven't seen her in ages. I haven't heard from her in a bit. I did reach out a little while ago, but she didn't respond. And somebody told me that she sold all of her assets. Her account is essentially empty now, which makes me sad. But I know that she was trying to focus on her business, and maybe that's just taking up a lot more time than she was expecting. My time has been limited to working in Alaska. Internet is a little rough out there. Hey, you know who's out there? Farpetrod. He's visiting Alaska right now. After sound, let me see if you take a break. But if you feel like, oh well, hey, Dragon, I appreciate that. No, I wouldn't take a break from what's that called? From hanging out with you guys. It's just I don't know. I'm just frustrated with the game right now. I hate losing. And it's like until land is out, until this battle helper situation gets resolved. Because okay, here's the important thing about battle helper. And I was telling this to Darkest Night earlier. So I'm not getting on the battle helper train yet, even though it's allowed and I'm not against it. But I'm not getting on the battle helper train because it's like, well, my ideal version of this game is no bots, no battle helpers, human versus human. And so a year ago, why did I start botting? Well, okay, I started botting just to see what the experience was like. There were a lot of people who were raving about it, and it's not why I started botting, but more so why I continued to bot. Because what I noticed is that my bot would have a better win percentage than me. And when we're talking about earning actual value, when we're talking about earning cards and leveling up in the game and all that, like getting that value is more important than me playing the game. So it's not why I started botting, it's why I continued botting. And it's because I felt that the competition wasn't fair. I hated going up against IBM Watson. Or I hated going up against a max level computer. Now, fast forward. Sorry, let's not fast forward yet. The reason I adopted that mentality is because the team had a very, strong neutral stance on bots. And so it really became if you can't beat them, join them. Now, the thing is with Battle Helper, Battle Helper is the bot issue of 2023. And it seems as though, especially with Dave McCoy's recent proposals that did pass, we are trying to attack that much faster than we did with bots, right? The bot proposal passed, I think, back in April or May. It was implemented in July, and you could see immediate benefits, right? Immediate benefits within the game. So to me, the way I view Battle Helper is it's like I don't like it, just like I didn't like botting. But if I'm going to go up and I'm just going to continue to lose against people that are, getting optimized hands given to them, then at some point, and this is the big if, right? If the team comes back and says, well, this proposal passed, but we really have no way of, addressing this. We really have no way of making sure that nobody is using it, or like 90%, whatever it is that, if they come back and say that, which I'm honestly not expecting them to, but then again, Matt's initial response was he voted against the proposal because he said that there was no way to enforce it. So if they eventually come back with that, then, because Darkest Knight's been trying to lobby me to get Battle Helper, saying that, I'll be happier winning more games. But I don't doubt that he's wrong in terms of sure, it'll be nice to win more games and win more SPS, but it'll also be my full disillusionment with the game if we get to that point, right? Because I'm just like, what's the point, right? Now it's just like, we're actually a downgrade from bots. Bots would do everything for you, but now I still have to push the button. The bot just tells me what to do. So, but here's the thing. I told this to Darkest Night. If they come back and they say that there's no way for them to effectively, disarm Battle Helper in Modern or whatever the proposal had said, I will take up Battle Helper, because then at that point it will be like succumbing to the bots from last year, where it's like, if you can't beat them, join them. But I also think, and this is why I voted so strongly in favor of the proposal, that this is probably one of the most single greatest issue within the game. And again, Sorry, I didn't say that, but other people were saying it, and I'm not going to disagree with them on that because, as I said earlier, if it just comes down to Battle Helper versus Battle Helper, then this game is not going to be relevant until and unless we can get to like live in-person competition. Everything else is just going to be automated, except it's, again, a downgrade from last year with the bots doing everything for you to now you pressing the button to get around this like weird little loophole, but you still being told what to do. Skyr, I don't know what you're apologizing for. Did you beat me earlier? If you did, GG's. I don't know. I lost to a lot of people. Wild seems to have changed mid to champion, which never happens for me. It's hard to keep up with leaderboard and silver. I don't care about chasing leaderboard. I don't have any of the untamed cards. But I just want to be able to like earn a lot of chests at the higher end of a tier, right? That to me has way more value, getting like 10 to 12 chests per day. I've been missing Luth too. I really hope she's okay. Yeah, I hope she's okay. Oh no, I was maintenance in 30 minutes. What are your thoughts on Wrecking Ball? I like it. It looks good. A lot of people are saying that it's not going to be as powerful. I don't know who I was talking to or who I heard yesterday. Gosh, it's just so much Splinterlands content. But I think somebody said that they wouldn't like use it in place of Bakjiro, for example. Speaking of which, we got Bakjiro right here. So I don't know. I like it. I think that it's pretty solid, especially if you can get it all the way maxed out. That amplify built in with Bloodlust and the two kind of return and reflect damage is pretty powerful. And then the heal on top of that is just like, okay, so like this thing never dies and it kills pretty much everything else. It can do damage to basically anybody else on the or in the game. Like the only monster that it's not going to do damage back to is probably like a reach monster. But see here, like Jabi is saying, I view Battle Helper as cheating. I mean that's you're certainly like entitled to feeling that way. And I'm not even going to disagree with you. The problem with Battle Helper, and this is why it's such a nuanced thing to me, right? Because I don't want to go out and call it cheating. But here's the thing. It's just like, because certain people have access to it and others don't, the playing field is not level. So in a way, like what Archmage did last year and what Xbot's doing this year with Battle Helper, it's leveling the playing field so that you don't have the same old. And, you know, I don't know. It's honestly, it's just a shitty situation. And my hope is that the team is able to find an effective way to get out of the Battle Helper situation. What's going on, Elistios? Good to see you here. I view Battle Helper and bots as cheating. If you aren't the one playing, why are you getting rewards? But that's just me. People should be able to do what the team allows. Again, you know, it's hard to say that it's cheating because it's not against terms of service right now. Just the way that bots weren't against terms of service. I don't know if that changes in the future, but yeah. I think you earn a lot of chests and silver, especially if you get some Riftwatcher, Possibilis, and Immortalis. Well, I do have those cards. Oh, actually, but I would rent them out and just rent cheaper ones. Can you compare Wrecking Ball with Warrior of Peace? I've never been a fan of Warrior of Peace. I mean, granted, it usually annoys the hell out of me whenever I play, but I forgot what is it a common, or I think it's a rare, right? Life. Is it an epic? It's not a legendary. Is it a common card? Is it not Untamed? Or is it just not for sale? Let's see, all cards. There it is. Oh, it is a common card. Or did I just miss it? Oh, it was a reward card. Look at that. I mean, I don't know. I think I would still go for C-Rec. It's 4 more mana, which also entitles it to be a giant, so it's a little bit of a liability, but it can heal itself. It has protection against 2 out of the 3. And then amplify. So it's just like amplify something that benefits everybody, right? It doesn't have taunt. So people could still be attacking other monsters that have like a, magic reflect or return fire. Actually, you know what? This will be a good damn, I wish there was a way like in cards you could see all cards at like max level. So let's go to chaos, and I want to see not life, but neutral and water. Like, it'd be great in a Possibilis type of situation. You throw like, especially in like a what's that called? Blast rule set. You throw like Wave Brood up front. You throw C-Rec behind him in the reach spot. Could be something. The thing is, water just doesn't have as much like thorns and magic reflect and all that. At least not in the Chaos Legion thing. There's no return fire, there's no thorns, and there's no magic reflect. So water's really missing out on that. I guess, there's Coral Lurker, but that's more of a... Oh, here's Return Fire with Wave Brood. Yeah, there's not as much synergy as I would like. But the thing is, on its own, it's still an absolute unit. So... All right, Alicios, the issue with Battle Hopper bots is that in order to be fair, everyone has to use it, meaning that there's no real competition. It just makes the game become DeFi passive income. Yeah, that's the same thing. Oh, sorry, you said Battle Hopper and bots. Yeah, the only difference between Battle Hopper and bots is the fact that it's not going to do it automatically for you, but it's still essentially accomplishing the same goal or causing the same issue. The card game itself is already ultra RNG, so if you remove the only part that makes it a game, why play at all? Kazak says, I'm not sure this is a good solution to the whole Battle Hopper thing. I personally hate them, but they are a reality impossible to detect. I have no idea what to do about them, frankly. Yeah, I'm not technical enough to figure it out. That's why, in terms of like commenting on how to battle them, I don't know. But I will tell you this. I don't want them only available to a private select few people that can do them. I view like Archmage and Xbot, or Archmage last year and Xbot, actually as like great for the ecosystem. I know it's counterintuitive, but they're kind of democratizing the essentially like the help there, right? All the Battle Helper aid, all that stuff. So again, it sucks, right? But it makes for a better experience for some, but I agree that on the whole it's a net negative for the game. Live. All right, I agree. Battle Hopper would kill the excitement and competitive level of the game. It's exactly like using aimbot in FPS games. It's cheating and it removes the entire front of the game. Yep. That C-Rec is freaking awesome. Yeah, he's cool. C-Rec is an awesome card. Can't wait to have it. I think I'm only guaranteed to get like 2 BCX, so that's not fantastic, but I'll take it. Paucelis, Bagjira, C-Rec, then some heal and repair on the back. Oh yeah. It'll be too low print or pricey for me, says Wibble. That's going to be something to watch. I'm curious to see how much we end up printing, because this will be the first airdrop card that we get after a burn has started. So these packs are not, was it 300,000 packs almost in circulation? Or sorry, not in circulation. I was saying that because it's also a card that nerfs every other card. Also, it's a common card. Oh, that's true, Skyer. I mean, I'm not against it, but how much? Like 400 BCX for that card is too much, especially with Untamed potentially rotating out later this year. Speaking of which, I'm just curious if I can get a show of hands here. Who actually thinks Rebellion is going to come out this year? Oh, you can get it for $60. That's actually not as bad as I thought. Oh, damn, you can get it for less than $60. Okay, interesting. It's only like 7 or 8 cents. Okay, maybe about like $40, $45 once you actually wrap that up. Good morning, Liberty Guy. What's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. 2024. All right, you're thinking Rebellion 2024? Luke, what's going on? Dragon, I think Rebellion will be pushed out within a year for sure. Well, hold on. I mean, that's a long time frame, because I think we all believe it's going to come out within a year. But my question is, Aggie's saying it's going to come out in 2023, basically the next 4 months. Do you agree or disagree with that assessment or that plan? Elysios, at this point, I stopped caring about the when more than will the company survive the bear market another year and be here to produce new content. I'm not worried about that. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't be worried about it, but it sounds as though they have the runway for like 18 months, but adding in, like, there's a reason that they're going to push Rebellion forward, right? It seems as though it's going to be something that generates revenue for the company. And I don't know what's going on with the promo mini set, but they haven't talked about that in a while. So it sounds like the shift has gone back to Rebellion. Because if that promo set was coming out, which again, I mean, Aggie said like a couple months ago that we could see the promo set in September. If that promo set was coming out, then I don't think we'd be talking about Rebellion right now. But it does, for the people who are concerned out there, you then have to ask, like, oh, well, if they're pushing out Rebellion, they're trying to make sure that they line up some of their coffers to ride out the rest of this bear market. Pair with Zero. What's up, Baby Omega? Good morning with the voice of Aggro. Good morning. I can't do a good Aggro impression. Only he can do it. I guess the team still has to design the cards and guess the power creep and stuff. I wonder if the card set is probably more ready than people realize. Because keep in mind, I think that they were doing a lot of work early on for Rebellion earlier this year, because they were expecting maybe some fireworks at the end of Chaos Legion, and then they wanted to have it ready to go as early as July, I think, is the initial date that was thrown out there. So having a little extra time to get it out by the end of the year, I think, is actually still quite doable. Battle Helper is the least of our worries. Let's get the game working. Dragon, I actually meant end of this year. Not enough coffee in the system. Fair enough. Okay, well then, so then you do think that they're going to hit the 2023 deadline. Aggressed Delicios, the bear market is far from over. We still have to remember macro issues happening worldwide. I'm waiting for Rebellion to come out so I can buy a complete set of Untamed. You think Untamed will drop a lot? I mean, I guess it could, but I wonder if it's going to have utility on land. When you're Aggie saying stuff like, if crypto crash and it'll be before the next bull run, and we have to do more cost cutting, I mean, all hypothetical, of course, but the fact they can't deliver now. Yeah, that was an interesting kind of sidetrack that Aggie went into. Because it's like, on one hand, he's like super bullish and thinking that we're going to hit some god green candle. But at the same time, he's like, you know, hedges bets accordingly with company funds. The thing is, I'm bullish medium term, but short term, I think it's still possible we see a lot of choppiness throughout the rest of the year, even into early next year. I'm talking about like macro. There's still a lot of stuff where you're waiting for the other shoe to drop or for things to just essentially hit. I wonder if we get into a situation where like next year it ends up being like Bitcoin driving any kind of like overall market recovery. And granted, Bitcoin's not big enough to do that, but if the rest of the market is just like meh, but Bitcoin is ready to pop off because we get to the halving and there's the supply shock there and more adoptions happening, could make for an interesting 2024. Prices should go down a bit. Baby Omega says Rebellion is 90% done. They won't survive losing any more people in the team. Yeah, that'd be rough if they go an entire year not making any more money. Land comes out and the market takes another dump and we lose even more people. I do hope Rebellion will be released this year, says Jobby. Sky, yes, but remember how fast they designed 42 soulbound cards and got them out? I wonder if they have a lot of these cards just kind of sitting there ready to go. You know, Sky, like, it's just like they have all these like ideas for, hey, this would make for a cool like common life card, or this would make for a cool like common, you know, legendary water card, but they just kind of mix and match as they go along. Because the reason I think that is they teased us one of the was it Usut, right? Usut was supposed to be a Riftwatcher airdrop, but then they switched it over to Kane Hayes after revealing like the artwork. Not the stats, but the artwork. And then I think Usut became a Soulbound reward card. So I don't know. It feels like they just are able to like mix and match. Probably would. It was like 2 weeks for all those cards. I think the biggest cost cuts would be SPS nodes online. What do you mean the biggest cost cuts? We need the opposite right now. We need the team to generate $10 million to hire more people, and we need it soon. Well, hey, maybe that's what Rebellion will do, Alicios, and maybe that's why Aggie's pivoting to get Rebellion out. Think about it this way. I think I said the same thing on the Twitter Spaces yesterday, but it's like, imagine they sell only 5 million Rebellion packs. Keep it small, tight, scarce. Sell them at $4 a pop. I mean, that's 20 million in revenue for the team. It keeps the set smaller and more focused. There's an implemented burn from day one, so it doesn't go beyond like 6 or 9 months or whatever it is. And people are like incentivized and inclined to go and get it because cards are good. Skyr, it's because as a reward set, they don't have to worry about much gaps, cards. Yeah, it's true. Is that promo mini set that unrelated to the game? The movie studio one? Well, I don't know what you mean unrelated, but we just haven't heard anything about it. Hey, I didn't say it's 90% done. I said I think that it is. Don't put me in trouble. All right, BB Omega says 90% done, guys. Yes, when they said Rebellion was ready on the Splinterfest. I don't think they will get Rebellion out until December, January 2024, simply because they wanted to create some sort of new card system, and they barely have time to finish anything else. Yeah, they did want to do some new stuff for Rebellion, but Alicios, it's funny because I like agree and disagree with you at the same time. Obviously, new game mechanics would require significantly more resources, and I don't know if they've had the time to focus on that with everybody, essentially all hands on deck on land since May or June. But at the same time, it seems as though they want to get it out it seems like Aggie's pushing for December, or sorry, not December, but 2023. I will say this though, if I could make a prediction, oh god, I hate doing that. I believe that 1.5 is going to come out. It'll be interesting for a little bit, but really everybody's waiting for 1.6 because there's so many elements in 1.6 that were supposed to be in 1.5 that the team stays focused on that. So I don't think that we get Rebellion in 2024. Unless, here's the thing, I don't think that we get both 1.6 and Rebellion in 2024. Especially if you consider the delay with Land 1.5 right now, that it might not be going out until October, for example. Because keep in mind, yes, I know 2 years ago they launched Chaos Legion in like December. But the end of the year, like the last 6 weeks of the year, especially here in the US, it's all like holiday time. So I feel like there's going to be people traveling and people off from work and all that. And, I want the team to have that time to themselves. I just don't know. Like, even you look at even last year, right? They were struggling just to make sure they got Land 0.5 out by the end of the year. Sorry, not even by the end of the year, by like the second to last weekend before the holidays started. And they did it, right? So, but they did it, which was an incredible feat in that moment in time. But everybody was still frustrated because we thought we were going to get Land 1.0 by the end of the year. At which point, we still didn't even get Land 1.0 in January or February or March. It was essentially pushed back all the way to April, first week of April. So my guess would be we're going to get Land 1.5 late September, maybe early October. And then at that point, you can't have everything. New game mode, new guild buildings, new what's that called? New set like Rebellion, Land 1.6. That's not all coming by the end of the year. Especially because by the end of the year, I'll say like December, like you could pretty much rule December out. So we're talking about really just, maybe half or 3/4 of October and then November. So the question becomes, what is it that we want to see? Actually, no. You know what? It's not going to be what we want to see. Ultimately, it's going to come down to what the team feels like they can deliver, or if they are trying to, make sure that they're in a good place financially, then you kind of, I would kind of like trust Aggie to make sure that they get Rebellion out sooner rather than later. But that would mean that, what is it? Draft mode or new game modes or Land 1.6 would probably be on the back burner. I don't know. End of the year should be interesting. BB, aren't you used to be in trouble like me? Honestly, with SPL having such a small player base, I don't see them getting a movie studio partnership anytime soon. Oh, they were in talks too, but we haven't heard anything about that yet. I would not be surprised if the Spellbound set was the rewards for Rebellion. Maybe. Yeah. So they might not have the proper team to deliver on creating the new cards. At least, yes. I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean by this. Or at least not all. Oh, with features. Got it. Okay. No, Luke, land is not on Mav servers yet. They will get it out because they need money, and that's fine, but we cannot have the currently into crunching mode for another 6-12 months nonstop. These are human people. They will burn out. I agree. And this is why I'm saying, like, land 2.0, like, there's no way that comes out in Q1 of next year. I would prefer that the team, like, don't go all hands on deck to get land 2.0 out, right? Like, delay that as long as you have to. Like, here's the funny thing. If we were getting, you know, small little game updates here and there, new rule sets, new, I don't know, a promo card or something like that. Yeah, I know people would still be salty as hell about land, but at least it'd be something exciting. So moving forward, it's just like land should be something that's always constantly being worked on. Like, Farpatron's a beast. Like, let him do his thing. But we don't need to go like all in and essentially like abandon every other aspect of the game just because I miss that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I would also not be surprised if the promo for Rebellion was released around the end of December. Can't spell Christmas? Why not? That is usually the time spellbooks get their peak. Yeah. The team currently into permanent crunch mode. Oh, okay, gotcha. Dude, who doesn't want to see Bitcoin at 250K? That'd be nice. What I want to see is the team making enough money to keep the light open and then slowly but surely deliver on everything else. Yeah. So next history, we need to do Loch Ness Monster. Ooh, I have to find out when we're doing the next one. I don't know if we're going to do Loch Ness. I know that there's requests to do the moon, like a bigger focus on the moon. But I'm down for Loch Ness and Bigfoot at some point. That'd be fun. What other like mythical creatures are there that we could include? I would not mind having land 2.0 in 2026. Yeah, maybe. Even though they want to get land 3.0 by 2025. Land 2024. Yeah, Alex, I'm with you on that now. I'm with Darkest Night on that. That should be when SPS drop ends. Cryptide are great. I don't know what a Cryptide is. I'm going to look it up. Cryptide. They look like shoes. Oh, is it a Yeti? Oh, cryptid, sorry. I think you spelled it there. 6 most famous cryptids and where to find them. The Mothman, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Yeti, Chupacabra, and Wendigo. Huh. This is always fun. So we're all going to be in the grave before land. Oh, jeez. Rumored or suspected creatures for which conclusive evidence is still missing. Interesting. Sounds like land to me. No, we're going to be buried with land. Except it's not real land, so you can't even be buried on your digital land. Well, maybe you can, but you'll have to pay like, you know, you have to burn like 1 million DEC. Turns out land is just a funeral. I pretend to live until 102 and die like the city of Brooklyn. You guys are funny. All right. At least the salt is hilarious today. Are we maintenance yet? Sorry, guys. I'm going to keep this one short today. I will be live later tonight on Splinterlands TV, so we can come hang out there. Whoa. Did you guys see that? Oh, never mind. Now we're in maintenance mode. Let's see if I can win. Hell yeah, dude. Take that. Little punk ass sword. Get out of my face. Boom. Now, where is this quote from? I'm not sure. I'm already for land, and now I do nothing but wait. Boring. There are plenty of creatures in plain sight. Just look. Oh, Liberty Guy, we're gonna have some fun. Oh, hey, so for people who are interested, we have decided on a weekend. It's gonna be the last weekend of October in Atlanta. So if you're interested in coming through, hit me up. We can give some more details there. But yes, very much looking forward to hanging with Darkest Night. I believe Walking Keys is in as well. And I've been pleasantly surprised to hear from several other folks that are going to travel to come see, to come hang. So that should be a good time. This is a good question. We'll end it here. What other games are you playing? I'm not playing anything right now. So I'm trying to figure out something else to start playing and streaming a little bit more. Part of me honestly wants to get back into like Web 2 stuff, like Fortnite, because I haven't been on in a while. But I don't know. At the same time, it's like meh. I should join you on Pancake Protectors though. Elysios, my bad. I know I've completely dropped that game. What was I gonna say though? Oh, Parallel TCG is something that I'm trying to look a little bit more into. That game is weirdly hot right now, and I like it. But it's one of those. It's like it's gonna be like a Magic the Gathering type game. Now the difference there is that they are selling their NFTs on OpenSea, which I know people aren't, a big fan of ETH and all that, but you actually own your NFTs, which is huge in my opinion. I just need to learn more about like the print rate and all that. But I really like what Echelon Prime, I think is the name of the project. They're doing some really interesting stuff with like building out a platform for games. So I'm still reading the white paper. It's long. It's like 40 something pages. But it is it's an interesting project. And if you're into like TCGs, Ali Strauss is doing a lot of content for them right now. I've enjoyed playing. I mean, we did a stream here a couple days ago. We did a stream on Friday, and then I lost power, which was really annoying. But yeah, let me know some other games that you guys are into. Champions Arena, is this the one that Bulldog's doing? I need to catch his content. I keep seeing his tweets about it. That's how join us on our guild. All right, or the one with the crazy bunnies, My Pet Hooligan. Oh, that could be fun. I'll check it out. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. As always, super fun hanging with you guys, but I will be doing another hour later tonight on Splinterlands TV in roughly 8 hours from now. A little bit more. No, I'm sorry. A little bit more than 9 hours from now. I don't know if anybody else is going to be on with me, but so far the last 3 weeks, Darkest Night and Walking Keys have joined. So I don't know. We'll see. And what's funny is that like they'll hit me up like an hour beforehand, be like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, I have Splinterlands TV." All right, I'll come through. So we'll see if that ends up happening. But I can't guarantee that anybody is going to be on. Have a look at Earth from Another Sun. There's a Web 2 and Web 3 version coming. I wanted to check out Stella Fantasy on Web 2, but then some people said that Stella Fantasy is kind of fallen off. I play the game Pixels. It's like a take off Stardew Valley. Okay, casual game, friendly people. Have a good day to you too. 3 a.m. my time. Maybe I'll be there. That's going to be too early for you, Luke. It's okay. I'll post the recording up. All right. Have a good one, all. Peace.